It's Week 4 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see the electric Kyler Murray. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Cards and the Panthers, next on Madden Football.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside the incomparable Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, as we settle into this one group that won't be settled, these opposing defenses, because they have to try and stop 2 of the more mobile quarterbacks in the NFL. Kyler Murray and Cam Newton.
And trying to prepare for these guys absolutely ruins defensive staffs days and nights leading up to the game, doesn't it? But the only thing these defenses do have going for them is they both get to defend a mobile quarterback in practice each week. So they're hoping some of those lessons will carry over to this one as they try and slow these guys down.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona's offense takes the field, and no surprises, the man that's guiding them, the Pro Bowler in his 4th season at the wheel of this offense, Kyler Murray.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes. So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Now the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year is James Conner. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. On 2nd and 9, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Cardinals had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On 3rd down, it's Conner. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as good running gets him to about the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a draw play. This is Conner. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, a run with Conner. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He'll get this down to the 38. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. We're scoreless after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cards post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spans 13 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. The former MVP in his 12th season leading them out. He's got more rushing touchdowns than any quarterback in NFL history. Cam Newton.
And his task in this situation is making sure this team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. At the 26-yard line. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On the return, Dortch. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hold on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. His throw incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Here comes Dortch on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On play action, it's Murray. Finding Ertz again. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So we have reached halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
But the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. But Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton. Now looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get it back here just past the 35. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Play fake. Murray. Locates Ertz going across the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers about ready to take over. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Ertz has it left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan of how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we play three quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cardinals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 28-0.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They'll run here with Connor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter, but do that? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. But they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Back to throw it, Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 19. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. On the counter, it's Connor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed asleep. So for the Cardinals, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.